welcome in. Anybody's first time joining, welcome. A little up from last night. Took a couple stabs, nothing too crazy. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started and look at what's going on in the market and what the overnight did. I mean, overnight, we did sell off back to that level that we were fighting with yesterday, right? We fought with it in the pre-market before we opened. We fought with it towards the end of the day before we eventually bought back up to VWAP. And then at the end of or around, what is this, 11 last night, we sold off down to that level, 11:30, before, buying back up and breaking back to the north side, right? We are green on the day here. And yeah, doesn't look like too much, there's too much difference here. We are above VWAP. We're basically flat. We'll probably be flat at open. But we're going to come back to this level here from the overnight. This level will be interesting. I'm going to go ahead and just drop a line here so we can keep that in our head as we trade throughout the day. Let's look at a higher time frame just to get a view on what things look like. Yep, I mean, we basically retraced up to this level here, right around 28 or 21,868, and then started to pull back. We can see once we pulled back pretty substantially, but this could also just be, and I'll clear this up here so we can see better. Basically formed a cup, and this pullback could be a handle / bear flag, or bull flag. So we'll see what happens, but right now it's a little more bullish than bearish price action, but it could go either way. Yeah. So, we're still over the 20-day moving average right now. That might move up. Most likely will move up today. We'll be a little away from it, but in order to want to go long, we're going to want to see us at least retest that, see the 5-day moving average, move closer to it, and eventually I think, we'll be back in a short-term uptrend once the 5-day crosses the 20-day moving average, at least on the Qs. On the SP 500, it's going to be pretty much similar, right? In the pre-market, on the SP 500, it looks like we're probably a little lower or higher. I can't really see where the price is on the SPX. Looks like it's around I don't see where that's at. But it looks like we're up a little bit higher on the day on the ES. So it's really going to come down to what the market wants to give us, and we're going to trade it. So 5 minutes till open. We'll just have some fun. Trading should be fun. If you're not having fun, you're doing something wrong. You're stressed out. You're losing a lot. Let's just try and keep it simple, keep it fun. 3 minutes to open. So, yeah, let's see what the day gives us. I'm going to go ahead and check my trading view charts just to make sure I can get a feel for what's going on today. Yeah, I mean, the SPY looks like it's going to open right on top of its 20-day moving average as well. I mean, probably just basically means to be patient at open. We don't really know. I mean, we could break away from that, which would be cool, and could give us some better trade location. But right now, just be patient at open. Basically gonna also be opening up at the point of control from yesterday on the Qs, the volume point of control. So it's anyone's game, to be completely honest. Right in the middle of where we were yesterday, volume wise. We'll be over the 20-day moving average, but the 20-day moving average will be within trading distance. So we could move back down to retest it, or we could just continue to move away to the north side. Either way, I mean, there we go. And we're open. And let's see what the day gives us. I'm going to go ahead and switch this back to the regular trading hours because that's what I like to see. Gives me a better view on, or a view that I like to watch for VWAP. But yeah, let's have some fun. So this was yesterday. Towards the end of the day, when I was looking for some trades at the end of the day in power hour, I wanted to see this breakout, and I did, and the trade came up to here before selling back off to this lower bound, right? This lower level was the level that we kept selling off to, or utilizing, or helping us leg down was this level, right? And so we bounced right off of that, trapped a bunch of people who thought maybe we could go short here, just squeezed up. And that squeeze, you could have waited for more confirmation at another level like such, right? If we were looking for something like this, where we went up and retest again, and then eventually broke up. So right now we're basically at where we closed yesterday, more or less, right? Right in this vicinity. So, I mean, on the actual Qs, there's a small gap from where we closed yesterday, but at least in futures, there's not really that much of a gap. So if we want to see sustained movement to the north side, I want to see us break out up here. Maybe I'd wait for this up here as well. But yeah, let's be patient. Let's take some good trades. Let's have fun. Yeah, I want to see this north side break. This larger bull flag, and then we'll have fun. Early mornings, huh? Good stuff. playing with some stuff in OBS. Won't do that while we're live streaming. Hey, Zucchini Spiral. Thanks for tuning in. There you go, trying to push a little lower. Just gotta be patient. All right, we went back, we retested that level. That was important from yesterday. At least yesterday afternoon, it was pretty important. When we initially tried to sell off, we sold there, came down, broke through, retested from below, failed it, came back, retested it, formed a little cup, failed, retest, finally broke out. So it's gonna be an interesting zone. I mean, we're slightly negative on the day now. Nothing to write home about. Currently a little more bearish. But you know, we're basically retesting the 20-day moving average on the SP 500, and the Qs haven't even gotten to the 20-day moving average. And I apologize. Earlier I said we were testing the point of control from yesterday. We're testing yesterday's value area high. We're coming down to the point of control from yesterday, right this moment on the Qs. And it's a nice little steep sell-off. I mean, I'll probably take a short here if we break 690, right? I'm gonna take a stab short at 690. Not financial advice, just what I'm gonna do. It should be fun. But I would want to see some type of like retrace before going short here, because if it just cuts through, it's basically like trying to chase something that you're not a part of, and I don't want to get myself into trouble there. Apologies for my yawning. How's your morning, Zucchini? You having any luck? Have you taken any trades yet? Is it very zen? A bit more tired than I was yesterday, personally. So we're under VWAP. Slow and patient today. Yep, that's just the best way to do it, to be completely honest. Slow and steady wins the race is what they used to tell us as kids, right? Wait, are you AI? You were never a kid. Were you AI? You ever watch that movie, AI? It's got the kid from The Sixth Sense in it, I think. I caught you, Zucchini. Just some AI model that's being trained, huh? Do we have any news today? Got Jolt's job openings. So that should help move the market today. Yeah, Jolt's at 9 o'clock. That'll be, and then we have ISM stuff at 9 as well. So yeah, sit on your hands unless you're going to take a nice stab short and just hope, right? But hope trading is a good way to get yourself, punched in the face. I mean, basically since open, we've been in this red selling channel. I'd like to see some type of pullback. Pullback and then sell off. Not too sure. But we're coming back to this pre-existing. Like, if today is just a continuation from yesterday, we'll break this, get some confirmation that this might still be, the buying algorithm that's moving us lower. Right, this is just essentially a bear flag, but that remains to be seen. Back at VWAP. Nice little V-shaped recovery. We've retraced probably more than 50% of that move down. Just double check. Probably don't want to go short here. Yeah, we're up at the 61.8. Maybe you do want to go short here, but it's hard to tell. We're bouncing pretty decently. Came down to the 20-day, bounced right off of it so far. And on the SPY, we're pushing back above their 20-day moving average there as well. So, looking good. Going back to this pre-market level that we failed. Gonna want to see it push through if we're gonna take a long, and you know, the long may just fail. I'm gonna take a quick stab there, I think, depending on how this candle closes. All right, there's one there. It's just two quick ones. Scale out of one really quickly. There we are. Locked some profit. And I'm just going to target the high of day. And my stop should be right here. Bottom of this candle. Actually, I don't like this very much. I might get out before then. Yep, I would have gotten stopped right there. Pretty steep green buying channel there, V-shaped recovery style. I would like to sell a little here. We just made a lower high. If we're going to keep moving up, I'll go ahead and take that long again. I think this is a better risk to reward area. But yeah, you want to be careful here. Don't want to hold too long. If we fail VWAP, I'll get out. If we break back above that level, I'll scale out a 1. Or if this starts to struggle, I might just scale out entirely. We broke out of that level. I'm out of 1. I'll take off that other one as well, just because we have news in about 12 minutes. And I saw it struggle right there, the area I would want to see it push. So, small win so far. About 70 bucks on the day. That's across 4 accounts. So, what's that? 280 bucks. Not bad. Now we wait for something else. It was a quick trade. Bear with me here. I'm trying to figure out if there's another controlled buying algorithm here that we can capitalize on if this moves lower. Might break out here. Above VWAP, came down, tested it, it held. I feel like I should have some type of like stimulant beyond coffee because this is not doing not doing its job. We'll most likely trade to at least the 812 level unless we just reject the high of day up here. Go back to this level. And we're in this pretty steep channel here. If we break out of it, you can see a little bit of selling, but we might just come down to here and push higher again. All right, testing VWAP again. Looking like it wants to roll over. Maybe blue right here. Could be a interesting short level. Don't want the chart to get too busy. But I know we have that that support below us for the 20-day moving average on both the SPY and the Qs. Just saw that zucchini. Yeah, no, my energy is, I need it. I don't know. I need to get there, you know? Well, I mean, it's a lot easier to get there whenever you're in a trade that's like, hell yeah. But, I mean, right now it's boring. But sometimes, yeah, you got to just be like, let's Let's go. I don't know. Basically just chopping around VWAP with 4 minutes before news. Oh, we made a nice... how much do you make, Zucchini? $150, not bad at all. I'm gonna take a 1 there and just see what happens. If it really starts to sell, cool. But I'm not risking too much, especially since there's 3 minutes before news. So if we turn it around really quickly here, I'll get out. We're still outside of that channel, so that's good. Okay, it's not bad. I'll hold it for a little bit. All right, that's fairly decent trade. I'm gonna take that off. Just up to $100 across 4 accounts. That is $1,000. Just kidding. It's $400. So Zucchini, question for you. What's the most you've made on a single trade so far? Your biggest trade, how much was it? $800. Not bad. It's really good. I think my biggest trade with actual cash was about, I don't know, $4,000. Hoping to have a much bigger trade this year. Hoping for somewhere in the vicinity of, I don't know, $20,000, $30,000 trade this year. Gotta have goals, right? See, it's coming right down to this level where we... oh, this is gonna be interesting. Like, if news breaks this below, it's either gonna get a bunch of people in short that don't want to be in short, or it's gonna fake us out. I might just set a fill for 2 right here. Just to see what happens. I might get flushed out really quickly, but I'm going to be interested in if we sell through this. I want to see us come down to right here. I'm going to buy one right here in case it happens really quickly, and then I'll just have a runner. Yeah, no, the short would have been nice, but we got news coming out in about 1 second. There we go. Oh. Are you kidding me? I had my fill in a much better position, and it fucked me up. Did not like that. That was some bullshit. Perils of slippage. Shouldn't have had that on. Coming up on yesterday's low. Broke yesterday's low. I'm gonna go ahead and just chase this. Get myself into trouble. One, two. Just leave my runner. Yeah, no, I don't like that. It's just kind of knifing right now, and it could just blast to the top side real quick. Kind of annoyed. Kind of super annoyed at what happened. I was in that, but it gave me a bad fill, and I had to get out. So now we wait. Now we wait for some better entry. Just 1 second. I'm gonna switch to my be right back screen. I just wanna step away real quick. Okay, back. That was fast. Yeah. Well, we just kind of sold off real quick. Glad I did get out of that short. So yeah, no, we're trying to fill that gap from yesterday. If we do end up filling it, that'll be cool. But right now, we want to be a little patient. We're only down, what, 0.5% on the day. Market likes bigger moves. I do think we're going to sell a little bit more, but it's about finding the right entry, right? If we can find that proper entry, we'll be in a better place, risk to reward wise, to participate. Ideally, we'll form some type of like head and shoulders. Up here could be good. I want to see it push a little higher though. Let's see a retest of where we broke down our low of day from yesterday, which is right here, right now. Might go short, and then let's see what happens. Go ahead and target a good position. I'll take one off real quick just to protect it, and let's see this go. We're coming up on the bottom of that, and where we reject it really hard. I want to get out really quick, probably. Yeah, I'm out 175 so far on the day, just trading micros, and that's across 4 accounts. So, I'm pretty happy with that so far. We could see continued selling here, but I really don't want to participate in that quite yet. I think the strong rejection candle here and how quickly it's moved to this area doesn't make it look like the best entry right now. We could chop right here before going lower, but we could sell. See, that's a good fake out, but it could sell, and you have to be prepared to not be a part of that trade. See, if I got in here, if I got in here, it very quickly would have run against me, 20 points. And that's not what I want to be a part of. You want to get in a better entry as quickly as possible. But yeah, especially on days like today, micros are the way on the Nasdaq, especially if you're trading a 150 or a 50K account. Let's check the VIX. I don't even know what happened with that news, but the market didn't like it. Yeah, the VIX shot up almost to 17 from being at a low of just under 16. So looks like the news was not to the liking, or yeah. So ISM PMI 53, forecast actual 54, Jolt job openings 8 million, forecast 7.74 million. I think basically people don't think the Fed are gonna cut rates again, which is fine. Nobody needs to. Fed can do whatever they want. Okay. Getting pretty close to filling that gap on the Qs at least. Could push higher here. If we push higher, then yeah. I do think we're going to go lower. I think we're going to go down to this level right here at 516. Just got to be careful since volatility is increasing. Like, there's going to be bigger whips. Yeah, I might get out in a minute. I mean, see money, take money is typically what you want to be doing. But the desire to have like a bigger trade, just to see your thesis actually play out and your ability to hold a trade for a longer period of time is what you eventually want to get to that point of. But it's hard. It really is whenever you're like, okay, I'm up X amount. Do I hold this? Just get out right there if it turns around. All right, up 275 across 4 accounts. I mean, there might be a little variant or variance to that, just because whenever you're copy trading, your fills aren't necessarily always the same, especially if you're marketing into an order, but generally that's what it is. So right now we're at a pretty good place on the day. Like we can afford to really be selective with any future trades that we take. 275 across 4 accounts is $1,100 on the day. That is a phenomenal day for just an average person, right? If you're used to working at, in the service industry or retail, or, and when I say retail, I mean like Target or Walmart or something like that, and you're working for like anywhere between $15 and $20 an hour, that's multiple days of work. So it's nothing to scoff at, and that's the beauty of prop firms. They allow you to, compound your growth. Topstep, I love Topstep. I wish they did let you have more accounts, but I totally get where they're coming from. And we're not even down that much on the day, like from where we open. We're not even negative 1% on the day on the Qs, but we're probably coming up on the 5-day moving average somewhere. 5-day moving average on the Qs is still a ways away. On the SPY, also a ways away. So we can afford to be patient. Look at that big fat candle. 63 to what? Be 13 before you know it. But basically a 40-point candle. This is why you have to be very, very careful with chasing a move on a day like today. When the volatility is going up, the moves are going to be a lot bigger. So you have to be ready to get in and get out and not commit. Don't be chasing. Like if you got in down here at the bottom, you just got wrecked. If you got in on a little bump like that, right, up here or up here from a previous breakdown, you're in a better position, right? It could still surge against you, but it's a better place to get in. Like the risk reward is better, especially if you're taking it like support and resistance. When there's a support zone, or that it's resistance for whatever reason, right? We broke down here, we failed to move high, or failed to retake this area here. This is resistance. You can see that this candle tried to move lower here. There were orders there, bought up, came here, bought up again, sold down to here, sold up, boom, 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 finally broke, retested it on this candle. Sorry, let me zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. And I'll draw a little bit, just so we can see, right? One time here, several more times right here, and then we finally broke. We came back up right here, right? And then retested it with these 2 candles. We tried to move up to it. We couldn't move past it, and we were selling off. So if you're looking for an entry, you do not want to be getting in down at the bottom. You want to be getting in at these areas, right? This is the level we want to pay attention to. The 600 level makes sense, right? It's a big round number. So that would have been a good area to potentially get in for a continuation to the short side. Just based off of candles, right? Just based off of what you're seeing on candles and what the candles are telling you. VIX continues to move higher, or is trying to continue to move higher. It's at 17 now. It hasn't quite hit its peak from where it was earlier, but it looks like it wants to make a move a bit higher. Could be cool. Could be good for a move lower. We'll see. dare I try and take a short here? I want to see us retest 600 again. I want to see us move past it and then fail. But I do think it's hard. You feel like there's more potential to the downside and you want to participate. It is what it is. Just if you miss it, you miss it. Yep. Wouldn't have liked it. It's bouncing back inside that algorithm. So kind of just got to make do with what you have. See, again, there's another level here that seems to be relatively important. All right, we've rejected multiple times off of it right here at the 550 level. Bounce here again. We might take it, right? You can see it wants to. There we go. And then the next level we really want to be targeting if you're in any trade is this 515. Zucchini Spiral, you've been a little quiet. How are you doing trade wise? And we're probably, I think we've closed that gap. Yep, gap closed from yesterday. So that's nice, right? Still have a long way to go on the Qs before we start catching up with where we were previously, but yeah, looking good. $300 on a day is pretty good. I think what I would suggest, and you don't have to actually listen to this, is just be patient. You know, we haven't even been trading for an hour. I'm up 300 almost. You're up 300 almost. Now is a time where things are going to get a little weird for people. People are going to continue to, if they feel like they've missed the move, even though it's only been an hour into the day, price might start to chop. We might consolidate before making a move lower. But now we just are patient. We've identified the channels that are moving us lower. Let's wait for something good and decent to build up for us to take another trade on. Because if we don't, we'll most likely just lose what we made, right? The market giveth, the market taketh away. So let's just be patient. Oh yeah, day jobs are important. They are truly important. But hopefully you get to a point where this is your day job, right? Well, I don't think you can get health insurance through day trading. I mean, you have to pay for it. But I mean, I guess most of us who do have health insurance through our companies are still technically paying for it. Just gonna check something on my phone while I wait. Yeah, who needs health insurance? The market is my sustenance. All right, while we wait on that, I'm going to step away, take a quick coffee break, get some water. Anybody that's joining us, maybe do the same. All right. we're back, and things are looking good. This is what I wanted to see: some consolidation or a move higher, a good retrace before we, looked for another short. I want to see us push a little higher, though. To be completely honest, I want to see us push up into VWAP at the very least. But let me clean up this selling channel that we're in so we can get a better view on that as well. Because now we know a little bit more on the day. I mean, it's not a terrible area to take a short. Retracing back down to this, I don't know. I don't want to be part of it quite yet. If I was going to get in, it would have been earlier. Go ahead and draw some trendies, some squiggles. Pretty decent selling channel that we're in, right? So at the very least, it's going to look like this, and that is a decent area to get short. So we're bouncing off the 600 level. You don't want to see what happens here. The VIX is probably dropping a little bit. It's back under 17. Pushing back up to 17. Yeah, I'm going to take this stab. If, it breaks blue, I will take the stab. All right, it's trying. I got in a little early. Target the bottom of this area, protect the trade, take off one there. Took another one off there, and I'll just leave my runner on down to that level. Low-hanging fruit, right? Don't really want to lose anything on this trade at this point. Alright, it came down within like a tick and didn't fill me, so I went ahead and just killed it. Though they say don't be a dick for a tick. Oh, and there, it would have filled me. Cool. Whatever. Up 365 on the day. $1 for every day. If I had this channel drawn, I would have taken that. It's unfortunate, but can't really do anything about that. I feel like it's a little bright in here. I'm gonna close my curtains a little. That's better. Yeah, I mean, right now, we've made our money on the day. We made good money on the day. It's very difficult to want to trade more today. I'm very tempted to just lock this account up. I'm up, yeah, $1,400 on the day. I don't know what I want to do. Yeah, that's the 5-day moving average. Good spot for a quick bounce trade, to be completely honest. Might get myself in trouble, but I think we can move back up here relatively quickly. But I don't want to be like in this too long. Got out another one, about 400 on the day. We could just leg lower. So we don't want to hold too long. But I think this is as good a place as any to like try something like this. We'll see. If it struggles here, I'm gonna get out. And it is struggling. I'll give it another minute or two before. There we go. Just gonna get out right there, actually. Yeah, I didn't like it. Yeah, zucchini going for that 5-day moving average. I mean, it's basically right where we're at. I think there could be a bounce trade here, but then again, maybe not, because the SPY has still got some room down to the 5-day moving average, so we could blow past it on the Q. So it's better actually not to be taking that trade prematurely. Trump speaks at 10. Man, Trump season 2 is going to be lit. It's going to be great for trading. Might end the stream at 10 today just because we've had some really good moves, and if you weren't able to participate in it, trading longer is just going to increase the probability of you giving it up. So I might step away. I'm up $400. That's really good. It's $1,600 across 4 accounts. So some other stuff I could do today. Trading is a great resource. It gives you freedom in your life. So if you're thinking about it, maybe you should step away for the day. But yeah, there's still time. There's time yet. I mean, I'll be back around power hour for sure. I have a scheduled stream today, so that'll be fun. Draw a picture. What does that mean? Cook an egg. Draw a picture, cook an egg. What about drawing a picture of cooking an egg? Do you ever think about that? baking and drawing the bake. That could also be a really cool like pothead channel where like they're getting high and drawing how they feel when they're high. Right? Pull the chart back up and see what other levels we have below this. I mean, the next level, the next major level that I see is like down here at 246. We would have to trade down 200 points to even get there, so not really looking for it. And as you can see, like maybe we break right here and go lower, but it's really struggling to do so. And I don't really see any good structure to have taken this short other than the break. Typically, I like to see some type of like head form. There's a shoulder here, right? We took that really quickly, moved down. But yeah, no, so far looks like we're probably going to be slowing down until the 10 o'clock hour. That would scare you if you were high? Like watching it or doing that? So you're not a very self-reflective person. You're like, I don't want to think about how I feel. Yeah, no, good. You didn't take that short. It wasn't a very good short. Like, look at that little just joke of structure, right? It's like, hello, I'm small, bye, and now it's right here. So like you would have maybe collected 20 points on it, maybe if you took it, but like it's not worth it. It is 0% worth it. We're pushed. The risk reward isn't great. We're right up at the bottom of the channel, that our selling channel. If you're gonna take a short, take something that's closer up to the upper bound of the selling channel. All right, your risk reward's much better, especially if we just, you know, travel down the selling channel all day, where we go bump, 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 all the way down to this 2250 or 2150 level, or 21250 level. My goodness. Oh, you have tasty algos? You think you're better than me? Zucchini? Effing rude, man. Effing rude. What are those, nails? Or is that like your alligator toes? Or are they like a bunch of dog penises? Why are you putting paint on dog penises? Nasty. What a nice day. Just easy trading, cool runnings. It's a good movie if anybody's watched it. Cool Runnings. It's about running cool, or actually It's about the Jamaican bobsled team. Yeah. What's the VIX at? VIX is at 1730. Still pretty good. The SPY came close to the 20-day moving average, or the 5-day moving average. Q's rejected off of it, tried to move below it. So, you know, I think if we do move lower, we're going to probably consolidate here for a bit before moving lower. But it's a good day. We've traded from the 20-day moving average down to the 5-day moving average. What more can you ask for? Yeah, I mean, there could be a short if we move up to this level here, but who knows how much the VIX starts to crash. It could start to crash. Might not, but this area right here is what I'm looking for a short. Up against the teal. Maybe we break out of the selling channel now, right? It's going to be 10 o'clock. How many more good trades are we going to have? At least until later. I mean, it could be good trades all day. There we are, pushing up. There's ever going to be a short. Here would probably be a good area to try to short. Dare I? I dare. I'm going to take just quick twosies and see what happens, right? I don't need a lot. I can protect it relatively quickly. I'm not really going to add to this. I'm just going to, I mean, obvious area for a stop would be up here, so I would want to hold a little past that, but I don't know. We could pump right here really hard. Would suck. Okay, I'm gonna have to get out in a second. It's a rough one. Don't know what to do. It's gone against me about 20 points so far. Maybe a little more. Gotta be careful. We're outside of the buying channel. I want to see what happens at this level though. I can't add more to it. It could really pump up. Damn. I need to be a little more selective with my trades. Alright, well, I think I'm going to call it for now. Do some better trading later.